Beam me up, Scotty. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your favorite mask collector's favorite mask collector, AJ Good, here at the House of Masks, where we unbox and review cool stuff almost every single day. And in today's video, we have the second part of a two-part mask unboxing. Now, about a week ago, I released part one of this two-part unboxing, and that was on that beautiful Bill Malone Myers replica mask. And in today's video, we have yet another Myers-related piece. But before we jump into this, I think I've got some explaining to do. So, in that video on the Bill Malone Myers mask, I talked about how I was getting into the spooky season spirit. My ween was very hollowed. And one of the things I mentioned that was getting me into the spirit was binge watching Nick over at the Lost River Drive-In. YouTube had been recommending me his videos for the last couple of weeks, and I dived in and I got addicted. So I decided to kind of shout Nick out in my video and let you guys know to head over there and check him out. Some of you guys might like it. Well, apparently some of the humor in that ribbing and in that shout out was lost in translation, so I'm gonna go ahead and clear this up. Yes, I said I was hate watching Nick's videos because to an extent, I was. I think that a lot of his takes are crazy, but I am addicted to those bad takes, in my opinion. And to me, disagreeing on things about the Halloween franchise is as close as I'm ever going to get to having a buddy that has a different favorite football team. I live in Ohio, and the Ohio State and Michigan rivalry is crazy. I don't know anything about football, but I hear about it every single season, and these fans just give each other constantly. There is a weird camaraderie about it because you guys both love the same thing, you just love it for different reasons, or you love different parts of it. That is kind of how I feel with Nick's takes on the Halloween franchise. So when I said I was hate watching his videos, it was because, to an extent, I was. But with that being said, I obviously enjoy the videos. I think that Nick does a lot of things very, very well. He is very well spoken. He's got a great voice. And he might be the most knowledgeable person on media releases from the Halloween franchise that I've ever seen. So, calm down. I know a lot of you guys don't get out much, but this was just a fun little funny shout out that I threw in there. I watch Nick's videos. You guys should watch Nick's videos. Nick just hit 10,000 subscribers over on YouTube. Let's see if we can give him a few more. Nick responded, and he was completely normal about it. I think that he kind of understood, and my respect for him grew from that. So, it's not that serious. Nick is the man. Lost River Drive-In. Go check him out, okay? Now, with that being said, we can get into this unboxing. Now, obviously, the box is open. I told you guys that we started this unboxing earlier last week, and now we have the second and final piece from the box. Both of these pieces, obviously, came from Zach Fleming, fellow collector and reseller in the hobby. And both of these pieces were done up and finished by my all-time favorite Myers artist in the hobby, AHG. What we have here is going to be a beautiful 75 Kirk replica, the unconverted Myers. And I don't know if this is out of shape. I'm trying not to look in the screen over there. I just wanted to give you guys the first look at it. I can tell that there's like a dent in the back of the head. There we go. So, what do you guys think? Is it beautiful? Is it perfect? Does it scream vintage Captain Kirk? I am going to turn it around for myself now and take my first real good look at it. I have seen photos of this thing, but just like the other mask, the Bill Malone Myers, I think that the photos probably just didn't do this thing justice, and I still bought it. That's how good it is. I know AHG's work. I know that it's beautiful. I have tons of masks by him in my collection, and this is the first Kirk from him in my collection, so I'm really excited. Here we go. Yes, yes indeed. Wow, that is just absolutely pristine. If I didn't know any better, I'd think that I was holding an old stock 75 Kirk straight from Don Post Studios. That is absolutely fantastic. Dude, what are we talking about? It's almost ghostly in its form right here. Like, in this manner, it's still more Myers than a lot of Myers masks that are out there. Dude, I don't even know what to say. Really solid mask. I have a few unconverted 75 Kirk replicas in my collection, but none are on the level of this. I can say that safely right now, and this just makes me all the more excited to get those pieces out and get them put up and displayed so that I can compare them, because I know that this is just leaps and bounds better, and I got it for such a good deal. I paid $300 for both masks, so not $300 a piece, $300 for both. I got the lot for $300. That's $150 each, and I think that that is just an absolutely unbelievable deal, especially for some AHG pieces. If you guys see stuff like this pop up on eBay done by AHG, there's not a chance you're paying less than $300 for those masks. So I am over the moon. Shout out to Zach for hooking me up with both of these pieces and kind of working with me on when I got them. Because of the move and because of the church warming party that's coming up, my money is all over the place. I'm super scatterbrained, and I'm trying to be careful with exactly what I'm doing, and Zach was totally understandable and worked with me on this thing. And now we have two fantastic Halloween-related masks to get us into the Halloween spirit. I mean, we are towards the end of September now, and that means October is right around the corner, and October is quite literally Halloween month. You just can't ask for much more. I am super excited to add this piece to the collection, and unfortunately, I can't show it off with the rest of the collection, so the hero shots that I normally do at the end of the video are all going to have to just be right here on the table, not in the collection. But with that being said, we are slowly but surely chipping away at the horror room. The paint is all completely done. We started hanging shelves today, and they are going quick. So I have absolutely no doubt that sometime in Halloween, we will have a finished horror room, or at least a finished Myers section in the horror room, and I can't wait for that, dude. So yeah, I think that that is going to just about do it for this video. Now, as I mentioned, I am going to end this video the same way that I end all of the other unboxings and reviews on this channel, and that is with some nice up-close shots of this piece. That way you guys can see all of the beautiful vintage-esque detail, and that will be that. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed it. If you haven't, make sure to go ahead and do all of the cliche YouTuber bullshit. I am getting close to 200,000 subscribers. I would love to hit that by the end of the year. So make sure that you're subscribed. YouTube has a bad habit of unsubbing people from my channel, and I guarantee you that down below in the comments, somebody is going to say, "Whoa, I didn't realize that I was unsubbed from your channel." So make sure that you're subscribed, drop a like, leave a comment, and go over and support Nick at the Lost River Drive-In, okay? Until next time, this has been AJ Good here at the House of Masks, telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol, and yes to pulling out. Well, pulling out of the Lost River Drive-In. But, yeah, anyways, and we will see you guys in the next one.